So we are at Idaho Foot and Ankle Emerald Surgery Center. Robert has another little surgery that he's got to have done, so we thought, well, we might as well share. If there's anybody out there that has this condition, then you'll know what to expect if you have to have surgery.
That's right. I have a hammertoe on one of my toes, and it's been bothering me for several years. It came from another foot surgery that I had. It was pretty involved foot surgery, but it started then. It's preventing me from walking long distances. So it's been a problem for me. It almost feels like somebody's pushing real hard on that toe and pushing down, so it pushes that nail back into the toe. It hurts pretty bad. So I'm looking forward to getting back to being real active again. Running, well, I won't be running. I'll be walking. So, but get back to being walking and active and not being in pain in that aspect.
So we'll show you what we can as we go through this process. Just so you know, if you've never seen what a hammertoe is before, it basically is arthritis that's gotten into the knuckle and it makes it just bend. So I've got a picture. I can show you what that looks like on Robert's foot, and then what it looks like when they're all done.
I'm at the Idaho Foot and Ankle Center and the Emerald Surgery Center, and Robert is having surgery today on a hammertoe. So if you don't know what a hammertoe is, it's basically the second knuckle joint on his second toe on his left foot is, it's got this curvature, and it's caused by arthritis in the joint that makes it unable to straighten out. So he's having that repaired today so that he can walk without pain. Basically what happens is when he walks, his toe bends so that it's like this on his shoe, and it pushes against that nail and just causes him excruciating pain. So anyway, he's in right now getting that repaired. We thought we would bring you along for the journey. We tried to film earlier so he could sort of explain it. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, and so I thought I'd fill you in. Anyway, we'll let you know when he's out of surgery, and if anybody is experiencing hammertoe and wants to know what that is like to get that repaired, you can watch this and we'll sort of walk you through what that's like.
There he is.
Made it.
All done.
All done.
So you ready to drive?
Yeah, right.
The surgery only took about an hour, and he's back home again. You can see he's all wrapped up in this fun little shoe. So, so far, how you feeling?
Fine. Doesn't hurt.
That's good. We'll keep you posted if that changes, but they did give him some pain meds, so.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nothing but the good stuff.
He's in a pretty good mood, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Got a nice nap.
That's right. I did get a good nap.
But
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, we do too. We watch a lot of the medical stuff.
Especially medical mysteries and
Sure. The untold stories of the ER.
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So
I had a neighbor growing up that was on that.
Oh, really?
really,
I think he'd been playing baseball and he got hit by a bat or by the ball itself, and in his back, and it revealed kidney dysfunction. He was like 13 years old.
oh, you're
And he ended
kidding.
up having to get a kidney transplant. His dad gave him a
Wow.
kidney.
Wow.
Pretty wild. Okay, let me know if I hurt you at all.
Okay.
We'll try and be gentle as we're getting closer to it.
So the other question I have, because I do try to make sure that I'm being polite, is
Sure.
do you mind if you are up on YouTube?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No big deal.
Some people really don't want to be.
Yeah, I get
Yeah, we've
that.
had that.
I'm on there already.
Are you? Okay.
In one capacity or another, I'm sure. My friends and I play Dungeons and Dragons and film our campaigns. So there you go. Okay, we're getting down to the part where it's all kind of crested on.
Yeah, it bled pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, certainly. Which isn't atypical. Oh, but look at that. It looks
Yeah,
great.
looks good.
Yeah, absolutely. Not swollen, not
No.
angry. A little bit of bruising for sure, but that's to
Yeah.
be expected. And then you got the little spot on top that looks really good too.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, we might even be able to get the sutures out today. It looks like they're about ready to come out.
Cool.
But of
I
course,
like
that's up
that.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mark some bruising here. Have you had any concern for infection? Any chills, fever?
No,
nausea,
none of
redness?
that.
Okay.
I haven't had any, just the pain that I was saying.
Sure, absolutely.
But no.
Okay. You don't have a lot of swelling, so we might do that.
Okay.
I'll let him, but if not, we can get it next time.
Looks really good actually, where it had that big bend in it. It's just all straight now.
It's all straight. It's a little smaller.
Yeah. But it's still not super short. That's good.
Hey there. Well, we wanted to give you a little bit of an update on Robert's toe surgery that he had about a week and a half ago. He just kind of wanted to explain a little bit about what he's experienced with that, if you're having that surgery, what that might mean for you, and sort of kind of the pain levels and different things that he's experienced. So I'm gonna let Robert take it.
Yeah, what I experienced was real interesting. It was a real quick surgery. I think it only took about 15 minutes to a half hour or something like that. They didn't really take all that long on the surgery. But it was leading up to it. I had a nurse that had a problem with finding a vein, which is, if you look at mine, it's real easy to find. I had a anesthesiologist, and he was sitting right there. And after the third, I told her after 2 tries, I said, "You have one more try." So I said, after that, I said, "No more tries." And she missed it again, and then she told me that she was going to try it again, and I told her no. I pulled my hand away. I said, "No, we're not going to do this again." You need to advocate for yourself. If you're not comfortable with what is happening, you need to advocate for yourself. So the anesthesiologist went ahead and took over. She got mad, threw the
nurse.
Yeah, the nurse threw the needle, the next needle, onto the bed, and I'm talking about she tossed it on over, and she was mad. I was bleeding like a stuffed pig. It was coming out of me. It was really coming out. It was actually on up here. And so they kept putting gauze on it, trying to get the bleeding to stop, but we couldn't get the bleeding to stop. But finally, they got the bleeding to stop. So it wasn't a big deal, except that I just don't like it when a nurse pokes you and then comes out all the way, and then pokes you again, and then comes out all the way, and then pokes you again. It's like, you seem to be having problems today. Maybe you had a bad day. I don't care. It's just, it is what it is. That's like to get somebody who's not having a bad day and can hit it. So the anesthesiologist went ahead and took care of it, and he didn't seem to have any problems. He went in there and he goes, "Oh, it's trying to roll on me," but he didn't pull it on out. He just kind of chased it on around, cornered it, and it went right on in. Everything was fine. It went really quick. And if you've ever had an IV, which I'm sure if you're a little older, you have had IVs, it doesn't tickle. It's not that it hurts really bad, it just doesn't tickle. So, but they were able to get that in there. They put me out, got me into. Everybody else was wonderful. The anesthesiologist was wonderful. The doctor was wonderful. The OR nurse was great. It was just the prep nurse seemed to be having a bad day. And I'm not gonna say, she could have been just having a bad day. I don't know. But when I came out of surgery, it seemed like I just closed my eyes and woke right back up again. It was really quick. The doctor was right there, and he goes, "Okay, you got straight toe," and because I had a hammer toe, and every time when I would walk or do anything, it would exercising, because I like to exercise. Anytime I tried to exercise or anything else, it would push the nail against the ground. And so if you push your nail up against the ground, it just hurts. It's pushing it back into the bed of the toe on the nail bed, and it just hurts. And it's happened because of foot surgery that I had, and that's where it came from. I've actually had it for several years. It's not something that I've been just recently had. It's something that's been bothering me the last several years. So I went ahead and I came out of it. Everything was fine. Didn't feel any pain at all. Everything was fine. I know they loaded me up with drugs and stuff like that. They sent me home. I get home. Everything's great until about 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, it's starting to hurt. And probably about 10 o'clock at night, it's like, wow, that hurts. And then I was up probably for about 32 hours straight, because the pain was so intense. And basically they've broken the bones to try to straighten it back on out again. They had broken the bones, or actually the joints and stuff, and then put a screw in there to hold it straight. So it was, it hurt. And then by the time I was able to get a hold of the doctor, first, this is the middle of the night, nobody's around. I could have gone to urgent care or something like that. But they gave me hydrocodone, and it wasn't doing anything. Took 2, didn't do anything. So I tried to ice it down. That didn't seem to help. But the next morning, it just seemed to be starting to subside just a little bit. And by, I'd say probably right around 10 o'clock or so in the morning, it was about half the pain that I was dealing with overnight. And then he got me on to, he says, what I want you to do is take the hydrocodone and then and do it every 4 hours instead of every 6 hours. Do it every 4 hours. Then he says, I want you to go ahead and in between that, I want you to take ibuprofen, right? Advil. So I said, okay, and then the pain kind of almost went away. And after that, it's been fine. But over the last, probably about 4 days, it's been progressively getting worse and worse and worse. And it just could be expected.
But there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
I'll explain that. So he did his follow-up. It was just about a week later. He did the follow-up with the doctor, and the doctor noticed that his toe was just turned just a little bit. So he said, well, I'm going to go ahead and numb that up, and I'm going to turn it. And so the toe is fixated with a screw, and he numbed his toe, and then he got in there and turned it. I did not put that on video because I just thought that's just maybe a little much for the squeamish.
Right.
But anyway.
I didn't feel it. They just said I didn't feel it. So.
Yeah, he didn't complain about any pain or anything,
no,
but it just is
hurt.
kind of weird. Anyway, so he turned the toe just a little bit to get it straight and, level. So
then he went ahead and said, this is the way I want you to wrap it. So he took off all the gauze and stuff like that they had on there. And then he said he wanted me to wrap it a certain way so it turns the toe just a little bit to keep it going straight, and had to turn a certain way. So, but unfortunately, when you twist a toe like that, it kind of hurts. So, yeah. So I've been dealing with the pain and stuff the last couple days, 2 or 3 days. So it's been pretty good. So they put me on Oxy for a little while and tried to see if I can't at least sleep at night and try to get some healing. But it's been an interesting ride. It's not been horrible or anything, but it's just been an interesting ride.
So we wanted to give you an update on that. This is not a major surgery. It's going to be considered a minor office surgery, but if you have that condition, I know it's pretty common. I would say I think it will be worth it in the long run. That first night was rough. He was in a lot of pain and it was not great, but he seems to be doing a lot better now. He'll every once in a while complain of a little bit of pain, and sometimes I have to get after him to wear his sandal. He has a sandal he has to wear.
Because I'm in the house. If I'm in the house, I'm not going to do anything to it. So
I have to get after and wear the sandal. Anyway,
it's not a cast.
we just wanted to share that with you. This is, if you live in an RV, these little things come up along the way, and this is just part of our RV journey. It's caused us to have to slow down again. So we are in Idaho for a bit while we are maneuvering through some of these medical things again, and we will also have an update coming up regarding what is happening with his back. We will see a doctor Monday, and good chance we'll have surgery, but we'll fill you in on that in an upcoming episode.
Right.
So we thank you for joining us for this update, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, see you soon. Take off the shoe.
I bet you are. It's been about a month and a half, and this is how the toe looks now. It's so much better, just a little bit of a residual scar, and I'm sure that'll heal up too, but it doesn't hurt at all, and successful surgery.